Hey traders, Marcello here, founder of the Day Trading Academy and co-founder Speedup Trader. Today we're talking about how much money you need to begin investing in the stock market. For any of you guys that have any other questions, don't forget to mark them with hashtag Ask Marcello. I would be more than happy to answer any of the questions you guys might have. I sincerely love to share. I think it's been almost 18 years now in this finance industry, learning, losing money, making money, teaching, all of that. So just leave all the questions with hashtag Ask Marcello, and also don't forget to subscribe here to the channel. So the amount of money needed to begin investing is, let's say, variable, right? The world of trading or investing is quite big. And if you're gonna learn how to invest in the market, I'm gonna maybe do another video to let you guys know what I think is the best way to start trading or start making money in the markets. But obviously the first and foremost is your own trading capital, right? So I recommend futures. Well, we teach futures, but I recommend stocks and futures to be able to go ahead and start investing because they do require less money. But in futures case, you're allowed to be able to make a lot more money with less. So I'm going to give you guys just a little bit of a breakdown on that so you can understand leverage in the futures market is much, much higher without having to borrow any money. Obviously, if you borrow money in things like stocks or Forex, which is called margin, you have to pay the loan back because literally the leverage that you get is the money that you borrow. In futures, you don't borrow any money. So the minimum amount of money that you need, your own capital, to be able to trade with in the futures market is going to be $1,000, okay? The minimum amount of money that you need in the stocks, I'm going to say stock market, but just stocks is going to be minimum generally of $500. Now, you can open up, $5 accounts, $50 accounts and things like Forex or CFDs, which are illegal in the US, or binary options, which are illegal in Europe. But I wouldn't recommend those markets simply because I think they're a lot more manipulated than others and it's a lot more difficult. But one of the things now that we have done is we've started a new company called Speedup Trader, which is going to provide funding for all of you guys. So where you would normally need, you would need, let's talk about futures, right? The $1,000 to be able to trade your own capital. You also need a platform to be able to trade with. In the futures market, it generally costs about $1,000 one time. So we're talking about $2,000 for your own capital and then a trading platform. And things like Forex or stocks, you might even have to pay monthly for the trading platform forever, right? So what we've done, we started something new called Speedup Trader, where with just $120, you don't need your own trading capital. And you also do not need to pay for a platform. We give you the platform for free, you save $1,000, and now with just $120, if you guys pass a test to show us that you can make money, you can minimize risk, obviously we don't want you to blow an account, right? We will give you starting off at $25,000 all the way up to $250,000. So now you generally would need your own trading capital, which we're talking about $500, $1,000. You now need only $120. You also would need to pay for a platform, which in this case in futures would be $1,000 one time, or in other markets you'd have to be monthly. Now that's zero. So one of the things that you guys should know now is that if you're going to begin to start trading, you potentially would only need just $120 to get started, because now you can apply for funding and you don't even have the risk of losing your own capital, which is amazing because when I'm here in Colombia at the moment, this office behind me is a trading center that we have here. We do most of our training online, but the goal that I always had with the Day Trading Academy wasn't just to quote unquote sell courses, but obviously since this was working for what I consider a lot more people than the industry average, I wanted to fund these people as well. So the idea was to be able not only to show them how to trade, but give them the opportunity to trade a lot of money or capital. And that's how much confidence that we have in what we do. We're the only academy that actually funds their own traders from the traders that they teach. So those are the first two things, right? You need your own capital and then you need a platform. Now, outside of that, you're gonna need a computer. Now this is Alienware, top of the line. This thing sings me songs at night. This thing is absolutely amazing. It's a few years old. It still has Windows 7 on it. I refuse to give it up because I don't want Windows 10. But my goal of what I want to describe to you guys here is that you don't need this fancy, $10,000 computer. It's a lot less, but you guys know what I mean, in order to be able to trade with. So the general consensus is anything with a minimum of about, I want to say 4 gigabytes or 6 gigabytes of RAM memory should be enough. You can trade with a Mac. A lot of you guys that follow me do futures, so a lot of you guys should know that a lot of the futures trading platforms like Ninja Traders, they don't support Mac, so you actually have to install Windows on the Mac in order to run Ninja Trader. Well, now with our new platform, you guys don't need to install Windows. Now you can literally install it on your Mac, or you can run it directly online without any install at all. So let's say you forgot your platform at home, you go to your friend's house, you use their computer, you can log in online, which is great. So in terms of a computer, I would say a standard computer that costs in the US maybe $600-800. For some of you guys maybe that are watching now from the Philippines, a $300-400 computer I think is more than enough. The processor doesn't matter, the video card doesn't matter, the size doesn't matter. Well, size does matter, but you know what I mean. The size of the computer doesn't matter. I would say a minimum of 15 inches screen size, and then sorry, I'm 15 inches, but I'm thinking of if you're going to use a separate computer, it's fine. I know some of you, might think you need other monitors and a bunch of different, charts and everything, but the way that we trade is a lot more simple. Part of the reason why I think we've had so much success, you just need one laptop in our case, so you don't have to buy anything else other than that. So your own capital, your platform, your computer, and then obviously finally you need training. So you don't have to pay $10,000 for training. Obviously, as in any industry, you need to have some kind of training, whether it's on your own or you're going to find a mentor or something along those lines. I always try to do these videos to help, so I don't want to talk about DTA or what we offer. You guys can always send us an email later. I'll put it somewhere here if you guys want. But it's important that you guys understand that if you're going to play in the big leagues, which is the stock market, then you have to make sure that you're going to be prepared to be able to go ahead and trade in the stock market, okay? So I would recommend that you guys start with stocks or futures. In my personal opinion, those markets are the best. They're a lot less manipulated. They're a lot more transparent. So with things like Forex, for example, I've done videos with Forex calling it a fraud and a scam, and probably strong words, but I just don't believe that Forex is a good market for people to trade because it's mostly an institutional market, right? So with stocks and futures, a lot of times there's one exchange, there's one place where the markets are regulated, and it allows us little guys to be able to go ahead and compete against the big guys because things are a lot more transparent, which is great. So those are generally all the things that you need. Training can last, can cost, anywhere from $100 to $10,000, $50,000, $10,000 and $50,000. So depending on where you guys want to go, there's a lot of options. If you guys want to know about what we offer, you can send us an email at support. But I think the most important thing that I wanted to point out to you guys, especially now in this video, is that you now don't need to put down thousands of dollars because now you can apply for funding with us. And I think for me, it's great because now you guys can have the confidence that there's somebody in the industry that's actually interested in your success, because obviously we're doing this to be able to fund our own traders because obviously we believe in what we do. So now just keep in mind, this is mostly for futures. For right now, we're doing only futures. In the future, we want to be able to fund all asset classes, including stocks, Forex, options, and also I'm missing one of them. I'm not going to do CFDs. We're not going to do binary options. I forgot the last one, but going to be mostly for futures. And basically, just to do a little recap of the way it works, you guys pay a minimum of $120. With the $120, you pass a test, which would generally be about 10 days or 15 days. And then if you pass the test, you get the money. It's that simple. We give you a login, we activate your account, and you can literally start trading live with a minimum of $25,000 all the way up to $250,000, depending on what you guys want. I'm super, super excited about this. I don't want to get into too many other different topics like the amount of money you can make. Obviously in trading you can make a lot of money, you can lose a lot of money, Most people lose. Most people don't mention that, right? Because they want to sell you the dream. But I really do think that it's something that anybody can learn. You don't have to be white, black, café con leche, caramel. It doesn't matter if you're African, American, or just African, Brazilian, European, German, French, British. It doesn't matter. To me, I do personally believe that any kind of person can actually learn how to do this, but it's not as easy as everybody thinks it is. So I want to make sure that I mention that, because some of you guys that are watching this video are probably going to be new, and I want to make sure that you understand that, yeah, of course you can learn it, but it's not as easy as everybody says it in. So just to kind of recap, $120 for the funding in the platform is literally all what you need in order if you're going to do futures. The computer, I would say to average maybe $500, so there's $620. And then the training, that I'll leave up to you guys. I give you guys the range. It could be $100, it could be for free, it could be $10,000, $50,000, depending on who you go with. Just do your research, right? There's a bunch of stuff that you can find online. I think the internet now has kind of opened up transparency. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Really excited about this new process. Don't forget to leave a comment here. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to go ahead and hear what you guys think. And don't forget to leave all the questions with hashtag AskMoreChell and subscribe.